Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 6. Y'all, I'm just going to call it like I see it. This was a filler episode to me, but I did promise y'all that I was going to come back and give y'all this episode. So I don't got many notes. Like, it's going to be a quick discussion. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's get into it. I told y'all more content dropping on a regular for 2025. So if you're new and you're into it, you like it, check out my other content. If you like it here, please hit the like button. It's free 99. It will get me back in the algorithm. And subscribe to my channel. Trust me, it's greatly appreciated. Okay. So we pick up the episode where Jackie's crying because she got knocked down. Y'all know she light as a feather. So, when when Contessa was acting like she was on a football field and she's spinning and rolling and ducking and dodging, Jackie took a little tumble. Her bones couldn't take it, okay? So she's literally in tears. And she like Heavenly, they in a little golf cart. She like Heavenly, like basically like, shut up. You still running off at the mouth. And I got knocked down and my bones is bruised. I don't want to hear no more. Okay. And Jackie about to drag this. Now everyone feels like, long story short, everybody collectively feels like Heavenly was wrong with the your mama stuff. Your mama, your mama, your mama. Heavenly has said your mama since I first saw her on my TV screen. She's been saying your mama since technically she made an appearance on season 1, but ever since we knew her on season 2 till now. So for over a decade, her go-to is your mama. Yes, it's childish. Yes, it's given like recess, the schoolyard. That's what it's given. It's given childlike. Now, Heavenly's mother passed on, so you would think she would be a little more empathetic when it comes to that your mama stuff, but she ain't have a close relationship, her words, with her mother. So maybe that's why she just like, whatever, I don't care. It's just a comeback. She said, admitted when she feels backed in a corner, your mama is her go-to. Stop it. Now, Contessa, that was a touchy subject for her because her mother passed away from cancer. So they telling her like basically how she was wrong. Contessa was wrong she played a part in this as well. For Contessa to be coming back in a friend of capacity, like she should have been coming back as a main character, even though she regurgitating and reusing old, tired storylines that we really don't care about with her and Scott. But I'll take her over Phaedra. Why is Phaedra up there in the main opening credits? Contessa might as well be. So, excuse me. Why and them they talking? Whoever's left that's eating. Latoya was like, I can't even believe they eating after this. Why I got to stop eating because somebody else fighting. They fighting. What that got to do with me and my hunger? I got an appetite and I got to put that on hold with food here because somebody else got into a tongue lashing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But maybe that's just me being greedy, child. I don't know. So Hua brings up Napa again. And she like, I ain't deserve it. And she's crying. And I don't want to hear about Napa no more. I don't want to hear about Napa no more. I don't want to hear about Napa almond sandwiches from Panera Bread. I don't want to hear about naps on the back of somebody's neck. Okay? I don't want to hear about Napa ever again after today. Okay? Now, did she deserve it? No. They did her wrong. And they obviously needed her. That's why she came right back immediately. Before the season ended, she came back. But I'll never forget how they did my girl Mariah Huck. Ever. And the show ain't never been the same since she left. Bring back Mariah Huck. If we want to be talking about bring this person back, bring that person back. Me, I'm all for a recast, a little shake up after a while. I think after a while, people's contracts should end and we should bring in new people and shake things up a bit and recast. I'm all for that. I really don't like bringing back old people from the grave and bringing them back up. But if we're going to do it, give somebody new a chance. You always think people going to come back and they're going to be how it was when they left, and it's never that. But if we're going to do it, we need to do it with Mariah Huck. Okay? Do you want the receipts, baby girl? It was like her and her quiet had that dynamic, and we need that back. We need that back on our screens, okay? That's when Married to Medicine was good. Anyway, so she's all upset, and then her Simone up there talking about some we was good, and if Napa was like the worst thing, then she didn't feel like it was that bad, and she's tired of this merry-go-round they on, and now she feel like she off the merry-go-round. And I'm like, Simone, did you forget what you said? Simone, did you forget what you mentioned at the reunion? Like, what? How tone deaf could you be? Like, read the room. You was wrong. You said it the first time, and you wrong now. And Quiet had to be like, okay, no, you got off that merry-go-round when you made that comment in New York at the reunion. And Simone apologized, but it's like, why does she even have to say it? I mean, the lady breaking down in tears. Girl, you know what you said. I really haven't seen it for like, and I always felt like, why everybody always going to Dr. Jackie and never going to Simone? But this here, I did not like that when it came to her bringing up that situation with Quad's, I think it was her little cousin or her little niece. I think it was her cousin. I did not like that at all. It was just not called for. And then it's like, why did she have to like pull at your big teeth to get you to apologize? Girl, but she apologized. I'm glad they just let that go. I hope we can move on and let bygones be bygones and be done with it. So the next day, they kind of show all the ladies getting up, starting their day. Everybody kind of like breaking off into like small groups and doing different things around the rodeo or whatever they at, except for Quad. Quad is having like never-ending, hours on end conversation with her man about what happened last night. I'm like, she didn't even get her pajamas off yet. We supposed to believe she just woke up out of bed. Her lace is laid. Okay. No lifting nowhere. Makeup done. Lashes on. And she having this conversation. And the way they edited it, like everybody was just going horseback riding and doing eating and all types of stuff. And she's still having this conversation with this man. And he just like, oh, that's interesting. Like, don't really care, but I'm going to just be supportive for you. Okay. I want to see more of what goes on in their dynamic next week, but we'll get there when we get there. So then they kind of have a conversation to rehash what happened last night because ain't nothing else really going on. So they discussed the whole Your Mama thing. Contessa's venting to Phaedra of all people about it and how she feel away. And again, the lady's so heavenly, like, she is wrong for saying that Your Mama stuff. I feel like Heavenly can dish it, can't really take it. The way she gets up in arms about her husband is how people feel about their mamas. And some people, I don't know. I was listening to different reviews. I think it was Miss Kara Speaks who was like, she wouldn't really let Your Mama get to her like that. Depending on what it is, it's like, girl, I ain't paying you no mind. Like with Dr. Heavenly, it's like, girl, you always say that anyway, girl, move around. But 9 times out of 10, don't you talk about my mama. You better not talk about my mama. I don't care what's going on. I ain't playing that. Talk about your mama and what she got going on. Don't talk about mine. Okay? That's why Sweet Tea brought up the whole Your Mama thing, because Sweet Tea a fan. So she already knew that was Dr. Heavenly's go-to. So that's why she did it. And I'm like, everybody's mama done passed away and all this stuff, and y'all just taking shots. I mean, the low blood. Is there nothing else we can pick on? Now, Contessa did make all them statements about her, her kids hate her and her husband sleeping with a clear woman allegedly or something like that, and they sleep in separate bedrooms. Do y'all think Dr. Daddy Damon is possibly dibbling and dabbling or wanting to get over there in the clear water? He like, where it's snow? If it ain't snowing, he ain't going? Somebody said it might be one of her sons. I feel like she'd be like, look, if she can't use my comb, don't bring her home. That's what Heavenly's giving me. That's just what I'm picking up. But I could be wrong. It's just speculation. And do y'all think they sleep in separate rooms? You'd be surprised at how many married people are sleeping in separate rooms. Okay? You would really be surprised. I did it. at one point. So I mean, look, you would really you when you find out people get to talking, if you find out what's really going on in their bedroom or what's not going on, a lot of people are doing it. They don't need to do it in this economy because they got money, but a lot of people, the day-to-day middle class and under are doing it to save costs. Like, we can't afford to break up. Maybe we need to take a little break and just sleep separately. Maybe it's like we work separate shifts and you work the night and I work the day, so we should just sleep separately. Maybe it's you snore too loud. It could be a number of things. Maybe it's I really don't like you like that and you sleeping in a separate room. Maybe he's really cheating. Who knows? It could literally be anything. See, once you contest, you put it out there, that opened a can of worms for us to be like, could it be this? Could it be that? And that's where the yo mama comes in, okay? But Heavenly was wrong for that yo mama comment. Very, insensitive. But I feel like at the same time, she probably, because she did double down on it. But she probably felt like, once you talk about me, my kids don't like me and all that stuff. At this point, I'm a mother and you talking about me as a mother. So I guess Heavenly felt like, look, you going low, she going to hell. So the husbands get together. Damon and Eugene have a one-on-one. The other guys are riding ATVs. Nothing but a little small talk. Again, like I said, very filler. Dr. G feels like Dr. Damon owes him an apology. I agree. Because the way Dr. Damon tried to blow this out of proportion, like he was a victim because Dr. G said, I don't know what you do. He don't know what you do. Now, could he have been like, because you know me for X amount of years. After what your wife just said about me, please, Ninja, please, now's not the time. So I feel like what Heavenly said was out of pocket, out of line. Does Dr. G know if Dr. Damon is faithful in his downtime? He don't know what he's doing in his spare time. Heavenly don't even know what Dr. Damon is doing all the time. Nobody knows what anybody's doing all the time. So, yeah, there's that. I just feel like Damon will never hold Heavenly accountable on camera. I feel like he checks her, and maybe like a few times we see him kind of like gather her, get her together. But it'll be like when they're away from the group. Like, he don't really like check her and chastise her in front of everybody. Like, in front of everybody, we're going to be a united front. So I feel like he the kind of person who will tell her how he feel when them cameras go down and they are turned off. But on camera, he's not about to do that. He's going to side with his wife. And that's really how it's supposed to be. And Dr. G, you need to be doing that as well. Because, you already, I hear a lot of men saying once they get to that second marriage, they don't want to look like they problematic. So you might want to make it work this time around, okay? Even though, you can't control other people, but you can control what you can control. So, bottom line is Dr. G and Dr. Damon both said, maybe they should both feel like they should reach out. At first they were like, he should reach out to me. He should reach out to me. Now it seems like they're open to talking and communicating. I feel like good squash. I really don't like to see when the men fight. Because how did it turn into that? Like, this was supposed to be about really the wives and the doctor, the lady doctors, the women and the doctors' wives and their dynamic more so, and not the men fussing back and forth. I mean, I know it's going to happen, especially they have their own friend group, but yeah. So all the ladies gather back at the ranch or whatever it is, child. Phaedra is speaking her piece about the situation. Why is Phaedra saying anything? Why is Phaedra here? It never made sense to me for Phaedra to be on this franchise or any franchise. I know they was trying with Dubai. I couldn't really keep up with I couldn't get into Dubai. And that's where she should have stayed on a show I don't watch. Married to Medicine, it never made sense. She's not married to Medicine. She's never been married to Medicine. She's not married. I would even take her not being married if she was married to Medicine at some point, or if she was legitimately dating a doctor who we could see. Don't be sticking no emoji over top of somebody's face and telling me it's a doctor, and I'm supposed to just be like, okay. No. I need the Carfax. I need proof. And then, he's some doctor in Africa. Absolutely not. That's not going to cut it. No. Just for them to put her back on Atlanta. Like, y'all should have just had her sit on ice until y'all was ready to bring her back to Atlanta. Because everything else y'all doing ain't making no sense. And she brings nothing. She adds no value. Like, I just don't want to see her no more. So contestants still won't really let go of the anger for Heavenly. And I feel like it's more so about her, saying what she said about Scott and less about the mom. Like, yes, she felt the way about the mom, But she's not letting go about what Heavenly said about Scott. Did she tell us something we don't already know? No, like what Heavenly said was not new news. Like we already knew this. We saw it. Contessa said it. But she's not gonna let it slide that Heavenly sat in her closet, turned on YouTube, and went on live and was talking about it. She's not gonna let that go. It's just misdirected anger. I still feel like Contessa forgave Scott. Once she forgave him, it's like, well, I can't, at least publicly just be mad at you anymore because I forgave you. So I would look like a fool. I can't keep bringing it up. So I'm just take that anger and it's misdirected him, and I'm going to direct it towards Heavenly and just be mad at her. So, because somebody, I forgot who, was like, look, when we get back to Atlanta, like, y'all need to kind of like hash it out and clear the air or whatever. Heavenly was like, let it play out how it's going to play. And I'm with her on that. That would be me. Let it be what it's going to. It is what it is at this point. It's going to be what it's going to be. We ain't cool like that. Let it just happen naturally. And even Contessa was like, let it happen organically. Okay? Sweet Tea decides to chime in. Girl, no, it just wasn't the time. Like, read the room. Like, it's not about you right now. Like, why you feel the need to jump in on this? Bad enough they talking about 4-year-old drama. So she asked Heavenly, like, yeah, and you will Heavenly just to confirm, reaffirm me. You won't be throwing the insults, right? I just want to make sure. Just for clarity on my end, you ain't gonna throw them insults no more, correct? And Heavenly said, girl, let it go. Like, I ain't got nothing to say to you. And everybody was like, let it go. And Sweet Tea was like, no, I'm not gonna let it go because I need to let it go, girl. Just let it go. I understand. Heavenly said some degrading things about her husband and her. That's all the more reason for T to never talk to Heavenly. I just want to talk to Heavenly no more. I don't care if you and Contessa make up or not. I'm not chiming in because I ain't fooling with her. I could be, I could sit in the same space as her so we can film, but I don't want to talk to her. And she shouldn't just play it like that. All because she's like, no, I want her to stop. Emily, like, I'm not worried about you. Like, she's not doing anything right now, so stop what at this moment? Because now you just look crazy, like you harping on something. So the ladies are back in Atlanta. We see their day to day. We see Phaedra still working in the funeral home. Like, girl, just have a spinoff talking about that, or you being single in Atlanta, something else. She don't got enough personality to carry a show, though. That's the only thing. But Contessa is chatting with Scott regarding Heavenly. And, the aftermath, what happened on the trip and their blow up. Contessa look a little different in the face. What y'all thinking? I can't quite put my finger on it. I know she lost weight and she been bodybuilding and getting in shape, but something, I don't know if it's the makeup, something look different. And I just can't put my finger on it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Contessa says that Scott is like avoidant and how he runs off from arguments. And she's like, that's why Heavenly thinks he's schmooshif. I got to be careful on his YouTube now. And he's like, I'm what? I am not the A word. Never been that. And she was like, well, you do avoid conflict. And I hate that. So again, like I said, she has unresolved issues with her husband that she's trying to force herself to let go just for the sake of staying married. They got a practice together, so they got businesses together, they married, they live together, got kids together. I know it's not easy to walk away, but y'all really do got to like get through this. Like, you can't just sweep. Black people love to sweep stuff under the rug, child. Other people might do it too, but I'm Black, so I'm just going to speak about Black people. I love to just sweep stuff under the rug, act like ain't nothing happened, and try to move on. And it don't work like that. You can't slap no Band-Aid on top and think you're going to move on forever because it's coming up. But he's like, I don't like arguing. You don't have, first of all, everything is not an argument. Like, I can't see people like, oh, like, yeah, no, who does? I hate arguing. Who likes to argue? I mean, there might be a few people here there who get a little kick out of it. But for the most part, nobody feels like arguing, especially with somebody that you're supposed to be loving who feels like arguing. You can have an issue like, okay, I feel away, and I should be able to communicate, have communication, have a conversation, and it not be an argument. You can have a disagreement and it not be an argument. You can't run off, avoid it, act like nothing happened, and just carry on. That's not working, clearly. Especially now y'all back and then y'all get on camera on TV. Don't want nobody talking about your business. Well, don't get on TV. So she mentions what Heavenly says about her mother. Our mother passed away from breast cancer in 2010. And again, Heavenly's comments were disgusting because she was like, F that B and all that. Like, ooh, Heavenly. When she said it back, like, oh yeah, that's right, you did, girl. That was low, like disgustingly low. Like Heavenly always take it too far. Like don't know when to quit, don't know when to say when, don't know when to just walk off. And she would have left and Contessa was like, your kids hate you and all that. Then people would have been like, dang, Contessa. But then she did that, like, well, no, you wrong. Why are you talking about F her mama? Her mama ain't did nothing to you. So then we see Jackie in a boring scene. She's planning her second annual Met Gala. She's looking for donations to give to a charitable donation. Phaedra, for some reason, is Jackie's coach here. Why she picked Phaedra and not somebody else, literally anybody else? Was Toya not free? She ain't working. Is there nobody? I know y'all did something last year, but is there no one else? You just got to switch it up and pick a new cast member. Why are we picking Phaedra? Why is Phaedra here? Then she came in there late. So Phaedra was like, "Ooh, we can work," because I forgot what their budget was. I think it was like $15,000. And Phaedra was like, "Yeah, we can raise $100K." And I'm gonna call one of my doctor friends right now and see if they can donate. This is what I do. I do fundraisers. Like I don't got no problem raising no money. I can get me a girl. The people who be bragging like that do not be doing none of the stuff they bragging about. Like, girl, shut up. She phony Faye. So she called somebody, can't get nobody on the phone. And Jackie's talking about, I don't know why, but I'm nervous. Girl, that's your intuition telling you that it's not going to work. It ain't, and you might want to call for backup. Because this ain't working. I don't care what strings Phaedra said she could pull. You might as well just run it by yourself and not get no co-chair and call it a day. But we're going to see how it actually turns out next week. So if y'all want me to continue on with Married to Medicine, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you made it this far. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.